Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited for this video. It's a bit of a different one. It's not a weekly vlog or anything like that. This is a sit down mindset and spirituality talk where I want to talk to you guys about ways that mindset and spirituality literally changed my whole entire life. Like, I'm telling you, 3 years ago when I first started everything spirituality, everything mindset, I manifested every single thing that I have now. My career, opportunities, my dream body, the way I look, my dream friendships, like literally every aspect of my life I currently have was once a thought and a desire. And I just feel like it's just not spoken about enough how powerful your mind is, and how your mindset and spirituality tapping into both, because they are both very different, but really tapping into both of them, you can manifest and create so much for your life. First thing I wanted to speak about is change your thinking, change your life. This one is so important because I feel like so many of us genuinely just like autopilot through life. Like, we don't actually realize how much our thoughts, our thinking, and our feelings, how much that can actually impact your day-to-day life. I listen to a lot of mindset talkers and a lot of spiritual teachers that talk about how the way you think about yourself determines whether you will attract that into your life. So if you are someone that thinks you are very worthy, able, capable, willing, you will naturally manifest things into your life easier. But if you are someone who has a lot of resistance towards good things in your life, you are essentially blocking those good things with your thinking. Abraham Hicks talks about this a lot, but it's a thing called vibration. So essentially, when you are around people who bring out the best in you and you feel really happy, grateful, grounded, these are all very high vibrational feelings, and that is also why you'll notice on really good days you actually manifest really good things. You might say things like, wow, my luck is so good today. Good things keep happening and happening, and it's essentially because you are radiating at such a high vibration. You feel so good, you're flowing through your day, you're feeling really grateful, really happy, really grounded, and therefore you're on this vibration and you're attracting things that are on that same vibration. The same is true if you are if you are around very negative people, or if you find yourself one day being very negative. You'll often associate a bad day with reoccurring bad things. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, then I was running late for work, and then a car swerved in front of me on the highway, and then I spilled my coffee on myself when I got to work. It was such a horrible day. And it's because in the morning when you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, instead of understanding that you are in charge of your feelings and regulating your nervous system and doing a bit of breath work and changing your mind to actually know today is going to be a freaking awesome day, you let that energy of waking up on the wrong side of the bed manifest into more in your day. And if you're feeling down here and you're carrying that energy through your morning, you will attract things on a low vibration. And that is why a lot of bad things happen one after the other, and a lot of good things happen one after the other, because whatever frequency you are on, you will attract from there. So one thing I really love to do is to try to teach myself how to reset. If someone has done something to annoy you, and you get into a bad mood and you don't have the tools to pull yourself out of that bad mood, you really just let that mood take over your whole day and all of your energy. And what I like to do is, if someone does something to annoy me, I will reset. Or if something bad happens, like I break one of my things, or I get a text message I didn't want to receive, I will literally say to myself, okay, let's reset. Let's reset, let's get back to feeling good, because I don't want to start my day on this wavelength. I don't want my momentum to be this negative vibration. I want to feel good. If you constantly let things outside of you dictate the way you feel and have so much power over how the rest of your day goes, you will find yourself very unsteady and not in charge of how your life goes. And it sounds very simple to just learn how to put yourself into a good mood, but it genuinely is a superpower. The amount of times bad things happen to me, and I remind myself, this bad thing has happened to me, it's put me in a mood. If I continue on in this mood, I will attract bad things for myself, and I actually hate feeling like this. I want to feel good. I want to attract good things, and if you can make it a goal of yours to just really snap out of those bad moods, no more holding grudges, no more giving people the silent treatment, no more letting things out of your control ruin your whole entire day. Taking the power back into your hands starts with regulating your emotions and regulating your mood and realizing you are the one in charge of how you feel. Next one is high vibrations versus low vibrations. I kind of spoke about this briefly, but essentially a high vibration is things like love, gratitude, acceptance, happiness, feeling at ease, like all of these feelings where you're like, wow, I feel amazing, I feel like I can conquer the freaking world. These are all high vibration feelings, and a lot of the time, lucky people, you might know someone who always wins things, is always in a good mood, she always has amazing things happening for her, and you might think, wow, she's a very lucky person. I would almost be certain that this person is just someone that lives on a high vibration, because when you are constantly on a high vibration, you just attract really good things for yourself, and you're really good at manifesting because you're always on this like high flying disc where you're able to receive, and your energy is high, you feel good, you attract good people because you are giving out that energy, and it is just such, once again, like a superpower to know how to bring yourself to a high vibration. So some ways you can bring yourself to a high vibration is feeling grateful. So just thinking of all the things in your life that you might have dreamt of 2 years ago, feeling grateful for your family, your friends, feeling grateful for the way you think, feeling grateful for literally anything is such a superpower, because it is such a beautiful reminder that you have good things in your life. Especially when you realize that the things you think on expand and grow. So if you're constantly thinking of your lack, that will grow. If you're constantly thinking about the things that are going right, that will grow more. If you're constantly thinking about the things that are going wrong, that will also grow more. So high vibrations are just an amazing thing to be on, and I honestly feel like days where I am like vibrating so high, like I am literally like a freaking little weirdo, like I'm just like laughing and I'm outside with my friends and I'm having the best time. What I like to do is I just like to really think about how good I feel, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel so good, like today is so funny, like I needed this day, like I love my friends, I love connection, and I always bump into the funniest people ever. Like I'm not even joking, every single time I do this and I'm like on this like really high vibration, I literally just attract the funniest people ever. And it's because you attract from where you are from. Days where I'm feeling really low and negative, and maybe it's a bit more of a struggle than other days, I will manifest people that I do not get along with, or people that I have a lot of contrast with. And it's just crazy how powerful your attitude and your attention really does take you. Low vibrations are comparison, jealousy, negativity, bringing others down. Anything that is almost making you feel icky is a low vibration, and you attract bad things from low vibrations. That's why I try to be so careful as well with like my bad moods. I feel like a lot of people in my life would say I'm in a good mood a lot of the time, and it honestly is because I view negativity as like poison. Yes, there's a time and a place where it's fine to feel negative, something really horrible has happened to you or something has really upset you, but that negative feeling will not serve you. And that's just something that I always try to think of. Like, don't get me wrong, there's days where like really bad things will happen to me, and it's not that I'm trying to have this toxic positivity, it's that I want to feel it, experience it, but then know how to just let it go, because there is no point in holding on to negativity. There is no point. It will not serve you. It will not let you attract good things to your life. And if you get into the habit of constantly holding on to things, complaining, talking bad about people, comparing your life to others, being jealous, all these low vibrations obviously make you feel horrible, and who wants to feel horrible, but they also set you on this really bad tone and this bad momentum, especially if you're thinking about negative things at the start of the day. Your momentum that you're starting your day on is very low. So get out of these low vibrations, seriously. Get out of them. If you notice, if you can think of someone in your life right now, it could be a friend, and you just think, wow, yeah, they always complain, they're always negative, they're always looking for the bad. Adios. Seriously, let go of it, because peace and happiness is so valuable and expensive, and these people in your life who are so negative and complain about people and talk bad about people, they are cutting down your peace and happiness in life. Sounds dramatic, but it's so true. All in love with self-growth. This is something that I'm genuinely so proud of myself for, because I feel like 3 years ago my life was honestly so different. Like, I hated the way I looked. I had no sense of career growth at all. I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life. I had just moved back from New Zealand. I had really unhealthy habits. I was drinking a lot, as a lot of people do out of high school. I didn't really have like the best relationships around me. I felt really stuck in my friendships. It's so crazy how 3 years my life is the complete opposite. And the main reason is I fell in love with growth, and I got overly obsessed with like creating more for myself, diving more into mindset and spirituality. And it just changed my whole entire life. Like, I really realized, wow, the way I think changes everything, and I'm going to get really good at expanding on this. And I want to read more mindset books. I want to listen to more mindset podcasts. I want to meditate more. I want to do more breath work. I want to get in the gym every day, not only for the aesthetics, but to elevate my discipline. I really love discipline. Like, discipline to me is the highest form of self-love. And I know everyone says it, but it's so true. When you are someone that constantly shows up for yourself, constantly does the things you say you are going to do, and constantly does hard things, you love yourself so much, because the end goal of doing that is feeling good, looking good, starting a day with a good momentum. And for me, like, my morning routine that I started a few years ago was like so transformational for me, because I just honestly went all in. Like, it's so crazy. I just like dove straight into self-growth, into like being healthy, into being like happy. Really, I was not happy 3 years ago, and for it to be how my life is now, where I literally, some people think I'm crazy, but I just feel like I'm in like bliss, is like crazy. And it's because I know that how I feel is my responsibility, and I'm in charge of it. And I'm like, well, I choose to feel freaking good all the time. Don't know why I just did an accent, but it's so true. Like, self-growth will change your life. Learning to have more discipline in your life, learning to have healthier habits, learning to have more self-connection, learning to have boundaries with the people in your life, learning to only put up with good friendships and good relationships. Like, there are so many different aspects where you can grow within yourself, and it's like a lucky dip. Like, just pick what you want to start on right now and grow in that aspect, and then pick another thing, and then grow in that aspect, and then pick another thing, and then grow in that aspect. I feel like 2026 has been such a spiritual and transformational year for people, and it's like we are all starting to realize more and more that the way you think, the people you surround yourself with, and the attitude you have towards life will give you so much more than anything else. And I have literally always like been so attracted to mindset and spirituality, because it's like so under talked about. We don't get taught this at school. It's kind of something that we just like go out and learn. But with social media, we're so lucky that we have like podcasts and like YouTube and like all these people and things that you can listen. Look at all those birds, so cute. But anyway, next topic, because we're halfway through and I've only done 3. Oh, I love this one. Also, these are just like random topics that I just wrote down on my piece of paper. So I'm going to do a lot more of these videos, because I feel like it's so hard to get through them. I could speak on every topic for like an hour. Eliminating things that take you away from who you're trying to become. This one, I love how at the start of every single topic I'm like, this one I love so much, but this one I do love so much. I was thinking about this a few months ago, and I thought in my head, people either bring you closer to who you are trying to become. So for instance, I really want more peace in my life. I really want more peace. I want more happiness. I want a more regulated nervous system. I want to be living in the moment more. I want to be on my phone more. Like, there's so many things that I'm like striving towards right now. I want to dive deeper into my health and my gut health, and I just really want to be better. Like, I just love the feeling of progressing, and I don't like the feeling of staying stuck or feeling like I'm not moving towards anything. Like even when I'm sick, I struggle because I'm like, I just wasted 24 hours. Whereas, and it's really not that deep, but what I'm trying to get to is like, I really want to be better. I really want to elevate more. I'm like so grateful for the point I am in right now, but I want more. So I love being around people who have a love for life and a drive for life and who are very inspired and disciplined, because they bring out that part of me that I'm trying to become more like and that I have within me. I love people who are optimistic. I am one hell of an optimistic person. Like, you will never hear me say, oh, I don't know if you could do that, girl. If you tell me you're going to be the president, I will back you, especially if you're my friend. Like, why do we think that things are so out of reach in life? And I think I've really found my people who are very, very big with their thinking and they're so optimistic. And when I'm around them, I'm just like, fuck yeah, I can do anything in the whole entire world. So my friends that I have now are really good examples of, they just really bring me to closer to who I want to become. Everything that I'm striving for, they are, and they bring out that part of me. But obviously you don't get to choose everyone you're around. There are people who I have encountered that take me away from who I'm trying to become. They have like different goals to me. They have unhealthy habits. They have limiting beliefs. They try to push their limiting beliefs on me. I notice when I'm around them, I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't say that. I wish this. I wish that. And how I distinguish this in my head is, some people are taking me away from who I am trying to be. They make me think smaller. They make me think, oh, maybe I couldn't do that or anything like that. They complain about others a lot. They talk bad about others and it makes me feel a bit icky. And I'm like, oh, that's just like not who I'm trying to become or who I am. Those people I will like eliminate. Seriously. And it's not that I think that I'm higher than anyone else. It's not that I like want to hurt people's feelings. It's just that like we are all our individual selves. And our only jobs is to look after ourselves. And if there are people in your life who take you away from who you're trying to become, there is nothing wrong than stepping away from that. There is truly, 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 truly nothing wrong with it. And if anything, you'll become a happier person. You'll be better for the people that are meant to be in your life. And it is such a huge form of self-love. You do not need to worry about every single person's feelings. You do not need to be the one to save everyone. Just learning how to put yourself first is such a huge thing to do, but once you start to get good at it, it becomes so easy, trust me. Next one, meditation and breathwork. Holy mother trucker, this one changed my whole entire life. Breathwork, if you are an overthinker, if you're a stressor, if you can be anxious, breathwork grounds you and it brings you to the present moment. And it is so hard for our generation to actually be in the present moment when we have our phones, when we live in such a fast-paced society, when we are constantly thinking of different things, constantly doing different things, seeing other people's lives on social media. It is so overwhelming. And if you do not have practices of stillness and self-connection, it can be really hard to feel like connected. You can feel really overwhelmed. I used to struggle a lot with dissociation. Breathwork like definitely healed that for me, because it was all just like thinking about the future too much, thinking about the past too much, and completely disregarding the present, which is like the most important time. Meditation is so good for just like recognizing things in your day that you're doing that are making you feel unsettled. If you feel unsettled, you could be doing something every day. Like if you were waking up in the morning and you were starting your day with scrolling, and then you kind of start your day in a bad mood and you don't have any time to like connect with yourself and really think about everything, you might just think, oh, I don't know why I've been waking up feeling so shit every day. Whereas when you have that time of meditation, you sit in stillness and you think with your thoughts like, what point of my day am I starting to feel off? Oh, it's the morning. Is it because I'm spending 30 minutes on my phone scrolling? Let's try something different tomorrow. You try something different tomorrow, you feel better, and that all came from that self-connection. Like if you're not checking up with yourself through meditation and stillness, it is just, you're missing out on so much. Because I feel like when I feel overwhelmed or uncertain or I need more clarity on something, that breath work and meditation saves me, because I'm just connecting with myself. I can think with my thoughts without scrolling or being around people, moving so fast or distracting myself. Like, I actually have that stillness and that time to just sit with myself and be present. And also, it's just amazing for your nervous system. Like, if you want a more regulated nervous system, 11-12 minutes of breath work every single morning, you will see so much difference. It feels like such a chore because we lived in such an overstimulated society. Like, our attention spans are dead, and that's me too. Like, I struggle with attention span as well because obviously my job is being on my phone, so it can feel so overwhelming. So that is even more of a reason to prioritize that stillness, because I'm like bam 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 bam, and then when I have to do meditation, I'm like, oh, I'm just so bad at it. You're not bad at it. Your attention span is dead, and you have to keep doing the hard thing until it becomes a habit. Like, I do Wim Hof every morning. Every single morning. The only time you will catch me not doing it is if I'm overseas or like traveling with my friends, and I kind of just adapt to whatever routine they do. It is so important. And yes, it feels hard and it's so boring sitting there for 12 minutes, but that's even more reason to do it. If you are struggling to sit there for 12 minutes, you need to start healing that attention span, babe. Seriously.